Hello, everyone. I am Kate, the Daily Tarot Girl, and I am here to do some one-card impromptu readings. So I'm not going to be here for long. I'm just popping on live for probably like 15 minutes. So it's going to be really, really short. But I had some free time today, and I just had kind of an itch to do some readings. So if you happen to catch me live and you want me to pull a card for you, just let me know in the comments. Okay, so I've got my Everyday Witch Tarot here, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shuffle. Now, I didn't announce that I was going to be doing this live anywhere. This is just a spur of the moment, kind of unplanned sort of thing. So I don't know how many people are going to be here. Oh, one person anyhow. Blue Band Days, hello, welcome. Yeah, so let me know if you want me to pull a card for you. Yeah. Oh, 7 people are here. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I just have this urge to do some readings, and I thought, well, I'm gonna just pop onto my YouTube channel and see if anyone wants me to pull a card for them. Okay, I'm going to start. No one's requesting a reading yet. Everyone's being really shy, so I'm going to start just by doing a general reading for everyone who happens to be here live, but also if you end up watching the replay of this, I'm going to do a general card for all of us to see what does the Everyday Witch Tarot want to tell us in this moment. Ooh, strength. Okay, so we have a strength card. And strength is such a fascinating card, especially in this deck, because there's this big, mean looking, scary tornado in the background. But the way the witch has her magic wand, it's almost like she's summoning this tornado, like she's kind of creating it. And then she's here with this, I want to say a ferocious lion, but this particular lion doesn't look very ferocious. It's kind of a friendly sort of lion. So there's these two symbols of power, the lion and the tornado. And I feel like the message here is that you are more powerful than you realize. And you can use your power to create drama in your life to keep yourself entertained. And you can also create other things as well. So it's asking you to be intentional and more aware of how you use your power. So how are you using your power right now? And how are you using your power? And are you being intentional in the ways that you use your power? Because again, strength card is saying you're more powerful than you realize. So it's time to not only step into your power, but become more conscious and more aware of how you're currently using your power. Are you using your power to create? Are you using it to destroy? Are you using it to create drama? Like what's going on? What is your relationship to power like? And another thing I want to say about strength is that it also encourages a gentle approach to things, and particularly your relationship to power. So it can be very powerful to be gentle in your life. So gentle in the way that you treat yourself, being kind and compassionate with others, being gentle in those relationships. There's a lot of power in that. And so the strength card is really inviting you to treat yourself kindly, to be compassionate, not just with others, but with yourself, and to really be gentle with yourself this month. Okay, so there's 11 people here right now, but nobody has asked a question. No one has asked me to draw a card for them. So if you want me to draw a card for you, let me know in the comments. Everyone is being very shy. Okay. Let's see. What else can I do? I'm going to draw another card. And I'm going to ask my deck, what do we need to look out for right now? What is something that might be blocking us or getting in the way right now? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Okay. So I think of King of Pentacles as being, he's kind of hedonistic in a way. And that's actually what I like about this card. But that's the downside, is he can be very hedonistic and very indulgent. And here we see him with his chocolate cake and his glass of wine. And so this card is saying there's nothing wrong with indulging and enjoying things, but you want to keep things in balance. You don't want to indulge too much. So that's one thing that might be kind of getting in the way. The other thing I get with this card is that the King of Pentacles loves to be comfortable, and he loves the comfort zone. He likes to stay in his comfort zones. And he can kind of be a bit of a stick in the mud when it comes to trying something new or doing anything that might cause him a little bit of uncomfortableness. And so this is what I see as being the thing that might be holding you back right now, is a fear of being uncomfortable or an obsession with comfort and creating comfort. And creating comfort for yourself is fine, but if you feel like it's holding you back and you're not branching out and trying new things, or you're not moving forward, it can really be a detriment. It can really hold you back. So I think that is what this card is saying, is, don't be afraid of being uncomfortable, and don't be afraid of getting out of your comfort zones. All right. So I don't know what's going on so far. There's almost 20 people here, 19 people, and I've been live for 7 minutes and nobody has asked me to pull them a card. See, this is what happens when I don't let anyone know that I'm going live. So if anyone's watching and you want me to pull you a card, let me know. If you have a question that you want me to answer with the cards, let me know. Hello, Maria. Hello, Maria, please. I hope you want me to pull a card for you. So I'm not just talking into the abyss here. Lori, hello. Okay. Okay, so Lori, you said, and I'm going to put your question on the screen here. I feel like I'm finally on the other side of a very bad bout of depression this winter. What can help me stay on the right track and protect my mental health? Oh, I love this question. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lori. Thank you for your question. All right. All right. So the card you got here is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is all about authenticity. And I feel like the message is, don't be afraid. Like, if you find yourself being the kind of person who avoids rocking the boat and kind of walking on eggshells a lot and not wanting to be, loud, or, not wanting to live your life out loud, and not wanting to really be assertive or ask for what you need because you don't want to upset people, or you don't want to rock the boat too much, or you don't want to stress anyone out. What I get from this card is that you really care about how others around you are doing, and you care about how other people feel. And so sometimes you might end up sacrificing who you are and sacrificing your own well-being because you want to kind of keep things calm with other people in your life. And so Seven of Swords is saying that a big part of self-care is around voicing your own needs, speaking up for yourself, being authentic, being true to yourself, and being honest with yourself about what you need and what you want and what's important to you. So I feel like there's almost two parts to this card. One part is about your relationship to others, and the other part is your relationship to yourself. So when it comes to your relationship to yourself, Seven of Swords is saying, don't hide from yourself. Don't avoid asking yourself the difficult questions and being honest with yourself about what you really need and what is important to you and what you desire and what you're longing for. And when it comes to your relationships with others, Seven of Swords is saying, don't be afraid to rock the boat a little bit. And just notice if you have a tendency to kind of walk on eggshells or like tiptoe around people, just noticing that and challenging yourself to do things a little bit differently. And it's not like you have to like go all out and be bold and bossy and demanding, but like just dip your toe into doing things a little bit differently. Like if it's normally a habit for you to kind of make yourself small so that other people can feel big or that so other people aren't going to be challenged, see what would it be like if you did that a little bit less, if you allowed yourself to be a little bit bigger, if you allowed yourself to it's almost like this card is saying like you have a right to exist and to want the things you want and need the things you need. Yeah, and it's encouraging you to be more true to yourself and more authentic. I don't know if that made sense. I'd love to hear your feedback if that made sense for you. But yeah, thank you so much, Lori, for letting me read for you, and I hope that resonated. Okay. All right, so there's a few more people here. All right, so I'm only going to be here for a few more minutes. I'm just kind of popping on for a quickie. So I'm going to stay 5 more minutes. So if anyone here wants me to draw a card, I'm gonna see how many one card readings I can do in a 5-minute time span. All right. Okay, Laura, you gave me some hearts, so I'm going to take that as a good sign. Thank you. All right, so butterfly spirit. Okay, I'm having a hard time finding a job and I don't know what I should be doing right now to keep myself positive. Okay. All right, the Hanged Man. So this card kind of illustrates maybe how you're feeling right now and where you're at. Is like you're feeling a little bit powerless. You're out there, you're trying to get a job. It's not happening for you right now. You're feeling frustrated. So you might actually feel like this guy, the Hanged Man. But your question was, what should I be doing right now to keep myself positive? And the Hanged Man is all about the inward journey, and it's about kind of surrendering to what is. So sometimes the Hangman will come up for someone when they've been trying to make things happen and it's not happening and it's frustrating and you feel like I've done all I can do. There's nothing else I can do. And what I'm trying to manifest here, what I'm trying to change just isn't happening. And it forces you inward. So this is about taking a little bit of an inward journey. And so while you can't always affect the world around you in the way that you want, you can always go inward and work with what I call sort of the inner landscape. So the inner landscape consists of your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your energy, things like that. So you're on the right track in the type of question you ask. You know, what should I be doing to kind of keep myself positive? So the one thing I get here with the Hanged Man, so the first thing I get is kind of surrendering to what is and meeting yourself where you're at in this moment. And the other thing I get as I look at this card, okay, interesting. So I'm noticing a couple of things. I'm noticing that this figure is hanging upside down. And what that makes me think of is sort of switching your perspective, but also just doing things differently in terms of your daily routine. So is there some way that you can kind of shake up your daily routine? Do you have a daily routine? Is there a way to kind of do things a little bit different? There's something about the daily habits that you have, just changing them even a bit will kind of shake up the energy, and it will, I think, help you kind of change how you feel. And at least it will feel like something kind of refreshing. So that's one thing I get, is switching up your daily routine. And then the other thing I get here that I'm noticing is, I think it's so interesting that this guy's head kind of intersects with this horizon line. And it makes me think of meditating or being hypnotized and dipping into the unconscious mind, exploring the unconscious mind. And it makes me think of like listening to meditation tapes where you kind of program your mind. You do like self-hypnosis meditation techniques where you program your mind in some way. So that's another thing I would recommend that you explore or look into, is listening, doing like self-hypnosis or guided meditation where you work with affirmations. And I think that would be something that might be really helpful for you in keeping your spirits up during this time. Okay. Thank you so much for your question. All right, so I have to go. I have an appointment that I have to get to. So I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for this very short live reading session. And thank you to everyone who asked questions. And I'm going to do this again next week. I'm not 100% sure on the day. It might be Wednesday again, but next time I'll do it for a little bit longer. I won't just be here for like 10 minutes. So thank you everyone for joining me, and I will see you next week. And and if you want to be notified when I'm going to be live again, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification. So you just hit that notifications bell, and then you'll be notified next time I come on live. Okay, thanks everyone for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.